Assalamu alaikum and Ramadan Mubarak to everybody. My name is Lorraine O'Connor and I come from Dublin, Ireland. In 1986 was the first time that I ever encountered the religion Islam. From 1986 to 2005, my journey began. It was a journey of 19 years, looking and learning, being involved in the community, but also being a Catholic and being respected for being a Catholic. I met many lovely women on that journey. In 2005, I eventually became a Muslim. I took my Shahada, Alhamdulillah, and I thank God for that every day. From 2005, unfortunately, between 2005 and 2010, I became a foreigner within my own country. When I put on my hijab, alhamdulillah, I lost my identity of being Lorraine from Dublin to being an immigrant in Dublin. That was a very trying time for me, very difficult. I decided one day to either take this line down and let it hurt me and let it continue to bring me down, or be the strong woman that my parents reared me to be. So from 2005 to 2010, I went back to college. I studied women's studies and feminism. Feminism, to see how feminists think, I had to go back and study. I studied with the Rape Crisis Centre, with Women's Aid, on many beautiful projects within them 5 years. I encountered some beautiful women. I got involved with non-Muslim women's groups and became very active. I started to find the strength within me, and from my Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, gave me that path and strength. In 2010, Muslim Sisters of Era was formed. And the reason why we established Muslim Sisters of Era was for the very thing that I had gone through for the 5 years, is public discourse, oppression of Muslim women. Muslim women are the most oppressed women in media, and as media says they are, on the contrary, we're the total opposite. So Muslim Sisters of Era started with many projects to break this public discourse, projects to help people understand the whole plight of a Muslim woman, who she is and her background. From 2010 to 2020, we just recently had our 10-year anniversary. We looked back on all the achievements and all the stories and the many people that we have met over the 10 years. One of the projects I want to highlight to you today is our soup run. We have been feeding the homeless for the past 4 years outside the iconic GPO in Dublin's O'Connell Street. The GPO is where many people lost their lives for the very freedom that the Dublin people have today. Outside the GPO every Friday night, we stand there with 30 women from all different backgrounds of life, 30 Muslim women. Sometimes we can have up to 40. We feed 300 to 400 people every Friday night. Believe you me, in the beginning when we started that, with one table, one flask, one pot of Arabic stew, some biscuits and some drinks, 2 of us with hijabs, we went into a very hostile situation. But with the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the sheer determination of the women, it grew. We are so blessed and we are so loved to have the blessing of the GPO, to have the blessing of feeding the homeless every Friday night. Through feeding the homeless, we have broke down much stereotyping. We have made friends with the homeless down there on a Friday night. We have conquered stereotyping. We have conquered public discourse. We are now in the curriculum, I know in UK, I think it's GCS. Over here, it's the Leaving Cert. We've been with the Department of Education, have put us into the Leaving Cert book and the Junior Cert book, which I think is your GCEs and your A-levels. It's amazing to know that when students are sitting their Leaving Cert and Junior Cert in Ireland, that they open their book and they study, and the Muslim Sisters of Era are there. We've done so much work with people over the years. We've helped sisters find their strength within. When Ramadan comes every year, we come together more. We have, through the blessing of a friend of mine in UK, started up Interfaith Iftar. We've started up the big iftar, and instead of holding the big iftar within, churches, we hold it on O'Connell Street, and we have our big iftar with all the homeless every Friday night, but we highlight it once a year for the big iftar. It's been amazing work that we have been doing. During Ramadan, we have been helping brothers in homeless hostels. They don't have any facilities to break their iftar. The women, mashallah, tabarakallah, every Friday, ready for delivery on Saturday. We'll give them rucksacks. In their rucksacks, they have all ambience food for them for a week supply for them, and that's done every week. We've been, unfortunately, shut down our homeless soup run due to the coronavirus, but the soup run has now come to my home, and we establish every week from my home, and with the sisters, Mashallah Tabarakallah, we have been feeding families. So many families have been come under stress from the coronavirus, to losing jobs, to not having money to sustain food on the table for their families. Children are out of school now, they're eating more, and we are able, alhamdulillah, to be able during Ramadan to give hampers out to these people. Now, we have been supporting a lot of people in direct provision, a lot of sisters and brothers, but we have the Irish community have reached out to us as well, and we have a lot of families who are not Muslim that we help every week, and they have been surprised, and they have opened us with open arms and have accepted our help. This is what Islam is about. This is what Ramadan is about. This is what charity is about. It's about giving and caring. It's about reaching out, and it's about being there for each other. From my home here, I wish you all a Ramadan Mubarak, and from my home here, I wish you all blessing in your life, in this life and the next life. Thank you very much.